the late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Just a second. There we go. How you doing? Welcome to the Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European Time. On the dollar we do this show because we gotta know what's happening with Bitcoin, what's happening with other altcoins, and what's happening in the general market as well. I hope everybody is doing well. Wayne B Gaming still looking strong. Yeah, I just checked. It is following some kind of trend line, so we can look at that as well. Badge Guitar, Maxi, Gaber, the new member, is here. Good morning. Dobro jutro, Gaber. How you doing, man? Bye. I never know how to spell that. B-E-A. Bea. Okay, Bea. UX Carl GM all. What does GM? Good morning, all. Good morning. Bridge Cable. Good morning. And the Jiao Ming. Dobro jutro, GM. How you doing, man? Great day to all. May the prosperity bore you. That's one way to look at it. How's everybody doing, guys? How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm not very excited. I'm not very, bearish nor bullish. We are just waiting for some kind of move to happen. Unfortunately, the moves are not coming in. But there is a nice chart I posted yesterday on Twitter. This is the chart. So I just want to say a quick word about that before we look what's happening on the daily time frame. What's happened since yesterday, or what levels we have broken, and so forth. Good morning. B works fine. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Anthony. Call Crypto. Hope everybody's well. We pull 1, 2, 3. So it's not the best of the days. It's not the shiniest of days here in Norway, but it's okay. It's okay. I hate fractals. Yeah, we hate fractals. So I'm gonna explain why these two, although they do look the same, but they're not quite the same. But still it's interesting, and I like posting these kind of fractal stuff because people get some kind of hopium up, right? So if you go to, for example, Twitter up here, if you go to Twitter and you go to my my Twitter page, you'll see that I post here. Oh my God, you think? And people are not very, excited about it. I mean, some things, great, fine, I think I'll buy and stuff like that. Still bear market, but, there is not, I hope so, but, it's fun thing to post. It's fun thing to post and look at, fractals are always interesting, Bruh, Dr. Frankness, I know, man. So, let's talk about it. What's the same, what's not the same up here on this chart. Still a bear market for my, yeah, we are still in the bear market. We've been in the bear market for 1 year, but people are, don't want to admit that. So these two fractals, this is 2022, and this is 2015. So there is a big, year gap between this. Now, both of these charts are on the daily time frame, which you're gonna see from the dump down here all the way to something like right after this small, orange, bump. There is 251 days. Now, this move until, from the dump started until, after this dump up here, it's only 97 days. So this is number one. This is playing way too much quicker. This is playing way too much quicker than this move over here. But, the moves are, the moves are technically the same. The moves are technically the same. So I'm going to show you a little bit up here. So I'm going to clean both of these charts. Both of these charts start over again. So you can see here that the initial move came in some kind of, went right down. The initial move came right down because, some kind of capitulation move. And we had this same kind of capitulation move up here as well. And then we had this, slow move towards the upside up here a little bit. We had a slow move towards the upside. And the same thing happened. We had this slow move towards the upside up here. And when we did that, we came above certain levels. We had a nice, pump, some kind of pump towards right up, right down pump, right? See, right up, right down pump. And the same thing happened here, right up, right down. Although here we had some kind of double touch up here. Maybe we had some kind of triple touch up here. But, it does look the same. And after that came this box on the downside. We went down. We went down over here. You can see we went down and we went down over here, and then after that we came into this box area down here. Now this box area down here did play out a little bit differently. now than the last time. Over here you can see the box area. We jumped up very fast up and down, you know, but here we tried a couple of times to go up, we just didn't, you know, explode towards the upside. But there is some kind of box area on the downside. And after the box area came this very nice move towards the upside, where we managed to create some kind of double top up here. Also managed to create a higher high up here as well. Higher high up here as well. See, up some kind of double top up here. Let's put it like this up here. Some kind of double top up here, and also here some kind of double top, right? And after that move, we had, you know, big fast move to, you know, smack to the downside. Over here, smack move to the downside, and we had, I won't say the smack, there was no capture, you know, big smack move downside. We just came down and started going a little sideways. And the last part that's, you know, the same over here on this chart up here is this, you know, small pump towards the upside, the rejection. You see that? And over here as well, small pump towards the upside. So what happened after up here, we, you know, exploded towards the upside. I don't know if that's gonna happen right now, but you know, that's what we're expecting, as some kind of move back to the upside. So you can see there is definitely some kind of, you know, fractal stuff going on. We're in the bull market in a bearish trend. I disagree, but whatever, it is what it is. It is what it is, doesn't matter. As long as you can agree and to disagree, it's all good, guys. So you can see these are the same, but they are not same. Like same, but not the same. You know, you remember? Same, but different. Meme. You remember?
We are different people. We speak different languages. Huh? We have different faces, but inside we are same. Same, but different. But still same. Oh, thank you.
Same, but different. And the same here. It's same, but different, guys, but different. So let's explain what's different about these two charts. So we're gonna go explain it a little bit, you know, further up here. So this is the chart up here. The thing, this actually was very bullish. So I was looking at this, and I was thinking, is this actually very bullish? Is this the very bullish move over here or not? Let me see if I can split the chart up here. Just a second. Can I do this and do this over here? No, that doesn't matter. I was just testing something. Okay, so this over here, it is very bullish move. I'm gonna explain to you why this is a bullish move. Although it does look the same, you know, it's not playing out exactly the same. So number one, if we pop the moving averages up here on this baby up here on the chart, what it is, these moving averages, if you pop the moving averages up here, you'll see that after this move towards the upside, we came above all the moving averages. This is the 200 moving averages and so forth, right? We went up there, down here, and then we start climbing the, you know, after this move towards the downside, we start climbing the moving averages up here, which we did not do that. We didn't do that over here. You can see here, right now, we are not doing that. So we are still below the moving averages on the downside up here. We need still to jump on the moving average and start climbing, you know. So I'm waiting for some kind of move that's actually going to start climbing these moving averages up here. But right now, we don't have that. We are still below the moving averages, right? Can we just do... No, it doesn't matter. We go back here. But let me show you a couple more lines that, you know, will show you that this is totally different move than what's happening right now. So down here you can also see the trend line. The big trend line, you know, got broken up here. We just pull. Why can I do that? So you can see this trend line up here, and it's a very nice trend line, goes something like this. And you can see here that right up here on this move towards the upside, we actually managed to break the trend line and retest the trend line as support on the downside. And then we climbed the moving averages and then exploded towards the upside. So, you know, down here it was some kind of capitulation phase. This was some kind of bottom. This is break of the trend, right back down again, and right now, you know, climbing the moving averages towards the upside, right? And there is also another one of these lines, because these two levels are going a little bit higher up here. It goes from over here, something like this, goes something like this, and you can see here that after we, you know, start climbing up here, you know, we broke the resistance. bang right back down again and retest the resistance and continue towards the upside. So right now we don't have this over here, especially we don't have this move to you know, above the moving averages. Also, if you look at this on the weekly time frame up here, you'll see that the bottom came on the 200 moving averages down here on the weekly time frame. We are not close to that 200 moving average right now. So if you go back to where we are right now, this is the 200 moving average right now, and we are not even close to that 200 moving average. We are right now sitting on 100 moving average. This can just as well be the support, you know, but you know, we are not at some kind of 200 moving average. We are not some kind of 200 moving average. And on the daily time frame, although we did break the trend, up here. You can see down here we did break the trend. We managed to, you know, do the same thing, you know, break the trend on the daily time frame, you know, jump up here, you know, and continue a little bit up here, but we are still below the moving averages. Over here we managed to climb, but you know, we got still this 200 moving average above us. On before, in 2014, it was a different ball game, and we were above, you know, up above the 200 moving average up here. We came down here, but you know, we managed to climb back above the moving averages. So moving averages were, you know, very condensed down here at the bottom, and they are not right now. They are not right now. Right now we are not condensed on the bottom down here. We still got this 200 moving average right above us. The good thing is that right now that this 200 moving average is going to towards a little bit towards downside. I did go towards downside before as well. The first time it started going towards downside was over here, and right now it's still continue going towards downside. So it is nice. So it might indicate that we might be coming to some kind of, you know, some kind of ending. But whether this is gonna play out like last time, the thing that needs to happen, the way I see it, the thing that needs to happen is that we need to get above these moving averages, and these moving averages, this 10 and 20 moving average up here, that's a 40,002 or something like that. So we need to get above that, and we said, like, if you want to, you know, that's some kind of hope, and that's the first step. But this 50 moving average is very important. So you know, I would assume that if we want to go, you know, towards upside, we need to get above this 50 moving average and then continue towards upside. So not the same. So same but different. Same but different. I think the previous had a lot more bullishness. It was, you know, creating some levels up here. This also looks okay-ish, but you know, and eventually we need to break this trend up here to, you know, restart the bull run. I think after this trend up here is broken, that's around something like 50,000 again. The bull run will restart. That said, what's happening right now on the chart is that we are not making big moves. Yesterday we had a big pull towards the upside. You can see here on the 4-hourly time frame, we went up to the some kind of let me just change the color on this baby up here. There we go. So we saw some kind of pull to 20 moving average up here, and we are, you know, holding a little bit, but right now we're trying to break that towards the upside. We still got this 50 moving average above us, 100 moving average up here, 200 is all the way up here, but this is on the 4-hourly time frame, so this 50 moving average is very important up here, the way I see it. If you look at it up here, 50 moving average on the 4-hourly time frame, it might be very important, you know, so we might go a little bit more up. Eventually, if we want to be very bullish, we need to break this, but you know, right now we don't see that big moves, these big moves on the chart right now that are saying that we have any kind of, you know, bullishness going on. Even especially on the daily time frame, we are still below, you know, 20 and the 10 moving average up here. So nothing major is happening right now. We're still below this resistance up here at the bottom on the daily time frame, so we are still retesting that, and you know, we haven't made any progress, decent progress now for a whole day or more, right? So this move towards upside was expected. There was some kind of RSI divergence down here, right? There was some kind of RSI divergence on the downside down here, and after this RSI divergence, the move towards upside, I expected this is actually going better than expected, because oftentimes it just goes a little bit, then it fails. This actually managed to, you know, climb a little bit higher up here, but we are still not out of the dump, and we don't have any kind of divergence up here on the chart either. So you know, it looks all okay-ish so far, but we still need to make some nice moves towards the upside up here until we become bullish. So we are not technically, you know, very bearish nor bullish right now, because we are not, you know, dumping on the downside down here yet on the downside. So it's all good. It's all good the way I see it. It's all good the way I see it. But you know, some moves needs to happen to make us bullish, but you know, and also other moves needs to happen to make us bearish, but nothing is really happening. Nothing is really happening. Still, this support is holding down on the bottom side down here at 37,007. So you know, all is good and dandy. All is good and dandy. The stock markets are also recovering a little bit towards the upside. Hit some kind of bottom down here right now, trying to recover. This might go a little bit up, you know, because of these moving averages at the top up here. You know, so it's, you know, nothing goes straight line downside. So it dumped. You know, it might recover a little bit and then continue on the downside. If this move towards downside, so you know, even the stock markets having a breather day. So you know, right now, you know, they might recover a little bit towards the upside. So you're gonna see DXY still pumping towards the upside, you know, reaching some kind of tops up here. This is, I think this is the last move. I think this is the parabolic move up here that's happening right now, because it is very, very steep, and that might indicate that Bitcoin is at some kind of bottom. There is definitely reasons why Bitcoin should be at some kind of bottom. And if this is some kind of bottom for Bitcoin and DXY, you know, start cranking on the downside, that you know the markets, the S&P and the Dow Jones might also, you know, skyrocket towards the upside. This might be some kind of double bottom down here where we just, you know, continue going up from over here. I don't see just yet, but you know, like I said, we need some kind of move to happen up here on the chart to you know, kick in the bullishness. But right now, that's not happening right now. DYX Normus. What do you think about the monthly, bro? Yeah, we are gonna have monthly in 2 days, 2 or 3 days on the monthly time frame. Monthly also doesn't look that, you know, convincing, because we are breaking this 20 moving average up here, which is a very important level of support. And you can see here we are below that level right now, the 20 moving average. So if we close below, what's that, 40,002, if we close the monthly below 40,002, it's not gonna be good. Of course, if we dump even more that below these lows down here at 38.4, that's gonna be even worse. Can't close, but right now it's still looking okay-ish so far, because this is some kind of low, this is higher low, and this is still a higher low technically, right, on the monthly time frame. So this is technically still very nice probability, you know, to just, you know, create, you know, start going towards the upside up here. So you're gonna see, but you know, I think we still need to wait to see how it's gonna close on the monthly time frame. So I think we need to wait until, you know, the 1st of May. So 3 days left, and then we'll know a little bit more about. Hi Fer, how you doing? So I'm just reading a little bit Twitter, and you know, the Twitter accusation is not going as smoothly as people are hoping it's gonna go. So over here right now, this actually 4 hours ago, the FCC, the FTC, and the DOJ were asked to block Elon Musk's deal to acquire Twitter after claiming that the transaction poses a direct threat to American democracy and free speech. So the guys that's saying that, hey man, we're gonna let people, you know, say whatever they wanna say, you know, they say, oh man, no, that's a threat to the free speech. Guys literally saying, hey, we're gonna allow people to, you know, say what I want to say, and then no, that's not good for democracy and free speech. FCC fit the vote. Yeah, so we got that going on, right? Yeah, so the one guy that's, you know, 100%, you know, for freedom, for democracy, for free speech, for inclusion, for making the world a better place, for, you know, fixing the climate, you know, taking us to the next level of, you know, humanity. This guy the most openly guy that cannot tell a lie, you know, he is, you know, threat to democracy and free speech. So you gotta ask yourself, what is American democracy and what is a free speech if, you know, Elon Musk is a threat? This is such BS, man. This is such BS. So we won't go too much into it. There was another news today. Meta, Facebook's reporting metaverse project unit lost 2.9 billion in only one quarter. But, you know, 2.9 million is a dropping in the bucket for these guys, so they do not care. This is not a problem whatsoever. All new projects, especially these kind of big projects, do start often in very big losses, because, you know, there is a lot of infrastructure that needs to be built. Research and development needs to be done before, you know, you can acquire enough masses of the, you know, customers or, you know, user group to actually start making some kind of profits. So, you know, this is a very, very normal thing. Elon Musk has his motives as well. Yeah, democracy and free speech, that's his motives. There are rogue elements in the US government. We won't go into the politics, guys, but, you know, democracy is not democracy, freedom is not freedom. Just remember that. That said, let's go back here, guys. Let's go back here. Daily time frame, daily time frame. So right now we are, you know, on the 4-hourly time frame, we are pumping a little bit more towards upside. We got, you know, some kind of resistance levels up here, especially at the top up here. We're actually breaking it right now on the 4-hourly time frame, this resistance up here. So we're gonna see if we actually manage to close above that. How long do we have left? Half an hour left. I don't think I'm gonna stream for half an hour, but, you know, there is that. But there are, of course, these very important levels up here. 10 and 20 moving average that needs to be broken. So right now, I think, you know, we might try testing these moving averages up here. You know, hopefully we don't get rejected. TA on Dogecoin. Dogecoin, actually, yesterday I was actually thinking, hey man, Dogecoin is breaking out. So up here, but, you know, the problem was that I was looking on the 30-minute chart when I was seeing this, and you can see here it went up and then back down a little bit again, you know. So right now there is some kind of trend. Let's go something like this up here or whatever, right? Down here. So it is making maybe some kind of bottom down here, and it needs to break certain levels up here to break out and go to the downside. If the Dogecoin goes below, what's that right now? 1376, then, you know, it breaks the support on the downside. But up here, these pivot points up here, especially these two, are creating some kind of trend line up here that needs to be broken, you know, some kind of bullishness. So this on 30-minute chart really not that exciting, but, you know, that's what we got right now. You can see down here on the 4-hourly time frame, still something like that. So down here there's some kind of support, there's some kind of, you know, level up here needs to be broken. It is trying to, you know, break up again, but it is keeping this support nicely right now at 1373 or something like that. So, you know, all good and dandy so far. All good and dandy so far. So we're gonna see if it actually can make nice moves towards the upside. This is a bearish engulfing candle, so technically the resistance is sitting up here at let's just clean up everything up here. So we got a support all the way down there, and we got a nice nice resistance up here that's being broken right now technically, but we need to, you know, close this 4-hourly candle in some kind of green up here above the line to actually be a little bit more bullish. So not much. Yeah, that's about it. I don't actually have that much today because, you know, markets are a little bit boring, What I think about Ape, how much can this thing moon before a real pullback? Not quite sure, man, not quite sure. How's Ape doing today? Ape is up 5%, up to 20. So it is breaking this resistance up here. I'm not quite sure how high it can go, man. I'm not quite sure how high it can go. So we can pull some nice lines up here, nice lines up here. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why my chart just disappeared away from the screen. Somebody's hacking Twitter, guys. Somebody's hacking TradingView. There we go. Chart is back on the screen. I don't know what happened there, but you can see up here. It seems to be, you know, decent level for resistance up here. So this trend line up here right now is hitting these stops. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So this is some kind of rising wedge, the way I see it. And it needs to exit either one side or the other side. If it exits towards the upside, you know, it increases speed towards the upside, so it might have a nice pump and then, you know, have a blow off top. or it can just continue towards upside forever, right? Because it increases speed, you know, it depends on how bullish it is. So, you know, once it breaks to upside, look for a you know, some kind of blow off top up here. On the other hand, if it breaks on the downside, look for some kind of bottom back at 14 levels or something like that, because this rising wedge goes back to some kind of start down here, right? So, you know, but not mean to do that, but you know, this triangle up here, you know, needs to break somewhere right now, very close to the breakout. Can you pump, sir? I don't know. What's your total GAMU, mate? Yeah, I checked, like I said, I checked GAMU up here, and you'll see that it's still in some kind of uptrend up here, so no changes there. Keeping this 50 moving average as a boss, keeping the trend line up as a boss. It has been, you know, rallying towards the upside up here. Let's see up here. So the RSI pulled back down to the 50 levels on the 4-hourly time frame, which is nice. So down here we don't have any kind of, yeah, the RSIs are 59, so there are no overextended levels or anything like that. It looks like it's climbing slowly towards the upside. The pattern I'm not very fond of, because oftentimes when you get this, I'm gonna show you up here. The pattern I'm not very fond of, because I've seen this before and can definitely break on the downside a little bit right now. I'm gonna show you why. Oftentimes when you get some kind of top up here, and then it goes into blow off top, and then it starts consolidating, then it creates some kind of triangle up here. It breaks the triangle, tries to goes up, and then fails, and then it goes a little bit down. So what I'm gonna say right now is that this, you know, for this thing to continue, you know, going, it cannot break this trend line up here. Cannot break the trend line. So if it starts breaking the trend line on the downside, you know, it might be, you know, having a pullback on downside. But you know, it doesn't seem that's overextended or anything like that. It looks nice. It looks nice. Anyways, guys, what do you think about much democracy in America? Eat beats chart. Hi TF, please, brother. Nah, not doing the BTC chart. Anyways, that's it, guys, for today. Don't know much what's gonna happen. You know, the chart is not doing that. The charts are not that exciting. So you know, we still got emergency going on, and emergency is still in full play. We need to do some nice moves up here, maybe, and you know, that's gonna blow off the emergency. But right now, we are not quite there yet. So that's it, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Come back tomorrow, same time, same place, 9 AM Central European time on the dollar. We're gonna do this show again and see what's happening with Bitcoin. But right now, you can see also people are not really excited, you know, to wake up to see, you know, hey man, what's up with Bitcoin? So there is that. Okay, guys, take care. Hit the like button on the way out, and come back tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye bye. As long as you spell it emergency. You spelled it wrong. It's with the E. It's emergency. I think I spelled it right. You spelled it wrong, man. See, emergency with an E. Google is asking you block. Emergency with an E. You spelled it wrong, man. You spelled it wrong. I spelled it right. You spelled it wrong. A serious, unexpected, and often dangerous situation requiring immediate action. Emergency. Okay, guys. Bye-bye. See you around. You used to spell emergency in your titles. Oh, yeah. That's right. I did. But now, you know, when I started the emergency this time, I double-checked. But, yeah, maybe I should change it back to the wrong way. Okay, guys, see you around. Bye bye. Where's the outro?